community resilience builders. In this facilitator training video for the adaptation game, you'll see me walk a group of players through the adaptation phase of the game during an online play session. While you're watching, look out for how I explain each step of the adaptation phase, how I manage conversation, and how I introduce the possibility of community level adaptations. Our next step in the game is we each get to put some adaptations into play. So on your wellbeing track, next to where your little love heart is, it will tell you how many energy cards you get. So Tony, you get 3 energy cards because you're still in the healthy zone. Bron, you get 3 as well. Daisy, you put yourself a bit in the stressed place, so you just get 2 energy cards. And Hiker, you also get 3 energy cards. So if you look at the bottom of your adaptations, for each adaptation, so you just need to think about how much energy it might take you to do one of these adaptations or any of these adaptations. And you decide if it's 1, 2, or 3 energy. So it's very easy and it's just part of your lifestyle. Then you don't need to pay any energy for that. You can just put it into practice. If it takes a little bit of an extra push, then you can give that, then that would cost 1 energy. If it's quite hard, it takes quite a bit of extra effort or expense, then you might decide it has 2 energy cards. Or if it's very hard or very intensive, you might decide you need to pay all 3 energy cards for that. So go and have...
Do we only have 3 energy cards to play with?
In this round, you only have 3.
Okay.
Because you only have a certain amount of energy each year, and how much energy you have depends on where your well-being is at.
Okay.
And what we're going to do now is take it in turns to share which of our adaptations we are choosing to put into action in this round.
I'm interested that my insulation and double glazing, that's gone, that's done, right?
I just put it onto the board for you, so it's happening.
Oh, okay.
That's how we indicate that that those adaptations are happening, is we put them onto the board next to the map so everyone can see these are the adaptations that we're doing in this round.
Thanks. Right.
Hiker, what have you got going on there?
So I have a big backyard too, but I thought I'd throw something in here because I'm renting. So those adaptations are much more risky than if you own your own house. So I'm personally willing to grow my own food in the house I may not stay in, and green the garden, and hopefully the house is not being destroyed afterwards.
And Daisy, what have you picked?
So I picked sort of getting to know researching, finding out what the local wildlife of the area should be and sort of how the population has decreased. Because if you sort of start to notice and get to know what animals should be there, let's say like we're not seeing as much bogon moths, then we might know that like the pygmy possums are in trouble.
I notice that there's a bit of a theme here around growing vegetables. And so I want to offer you folks the possibility that you could do a community adaptation. So in a community adaptation, you basically take, so I might take Bronze, connect with a food growing group. So if you folks wanted to create a food growing group amongst yourselves, you would put that one forward, and then we double the cost of it. So it would cost 4 energy, but any player can put an energy card into that adaptation. And it has other benefits as we go on with playing the game. So is there any interest in doing that? Do you want to adjust the energy that you're putting into one of the things that you've got in order to put some shared energy into the food growing group?
I definitely would, because that would give me some future perspective for my growing things, other than being dependent on my landlord or lady.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do you want to take one of the energy off your grow my own food in my garden And I'll put it over here onto Bronze group.
Yep. Actually, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yep. And I may even decide to put 2 there.
Oh, you might
because I
too.
may- Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Beautiful. So
And
that
I would take an energy too off of you know, researching the wildlife to be able to grow food in a group. Yep.
fantastic. So I'll put one of yours back, Heike, so you can still grow some food in your own garden,
Okay.
or you can use it for something else if you wish.
Mhm.
But now you have a community level adaptation as well as your individual adaptations.